Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back or welcome to The Hawk and My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my videos or all my live feeds, simply take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. How are we? Happy Friday. It is a very wet, very wet day here. It is pouring rain. It is what it is, but it's heavy rainfall here in Kitchener, Ontario. The energy. Let's talk about the energy. It's been interesting. How many of you did not sleep well the last couple days? Big full moon, big wolf moon moved in. Lots and lots of people not sleeping throughout this full moon phase. It is a very interesting energy that's being pushed through. Oh, look at you all, you guys. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, some sleep, didn't sleep well. Some big energy moved in. Um, I guess I was a little bit surprised with this full moon energy that moved in. There's a lot of things that will be stepping away. You'll find yourself completing old cycles. You'll find yourself moving away from what no longer serves you. Perhaps you're kind of like, I think I need some alone time, or you may be feeling a little bit withdrawn over the next day or two. Um, there's also a big shift of rediscovery coming in. And I've talked about this a little bit on and off since the new year, a little bit of rediscovery, wanting to try some new things or picking up old projects. There's a little bit of that moving through as we step back from old energies. This full moon is coming with a boost, which is why we didn't sleep well the last day or two. You're probably not going to sleep well tonight if you're sensitive to energy. And perhaps Saturday night might be a little bit challenging. But one thing that I want you to think about is if you are struggling with some sleep or not, are feeling that energy coming in, is this energy is trying to give you a boost of energy to take back your own power and take back your own power. Or take back your own power, sorry, often comes with stepping back from what doesn't serve us. Now, quite often as humans, myself included, we struggle with that, don't we? We struggle stepping back from whether it be, things that no longer serve us or things that may not be going well. Spirit's trying to show you what you need to step back from in order to take that growth, in order to take that boost of energy. It's going to come with some stepping back from some things. It doesn't have to be the biggies, you guys. It can be something as simple as, a social media break or taking a break from toxic, energy, taking a break from what's not serving you, being able to step into your own inner light and shining that light brightly. Now is not the time to be shy. It's really not the time to be shy. It's like, here I am, kind of feeling, and to be able to let that shine and to step out of any boxes that you've put yourself in. So if you've put yourself in a box of, this is kind of where I'm staying, or this is what I'm thinking, it's okay to take the lid off, stick your head out, have a good look around, and when you're feeling ready to step out and say, you know what, I don't think I fit here anymore. I don't think this is the box that I want to stay in today or next week or the weekend. And giving yourself that chance to be free, freeing yourself, getting plenty of time for yourself, and allowing that energy to flow. Now, you don't even have to know what that feels like, because a lot of people will go, I feel the shift, but I don't know who I am. I'm coming into that space of, I really don't know who I am. Anybody struggling with that? If I say, take the lid off the box and stick your head out, does anybody come up with, well, I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like? Give yourself permission to explore it. Yes, says Camilla. There we go. Yeah. Give yourself permission to explore it. Now, with this being a wolf moon, I want to tie in some of the energy that I connected with a wolf. I sat with wolf energy, and this is what the wolf energy said to me. It's okay to explore and wander on your own. It's okay to explore and wander with a pack. It's okay to explore and join a new pack. It's okay to explore and wander around and taste different things. Yes, I like that. No, thank you, I don't. We're coming into a space, folks, where it's going to be a big push for us to do that. And sometimes when we're wandering and exploring, old cycles naturally start to fall back. Sometimes it's people. Sometimes we have to take a little bit responsibility for our own exploring. Sometimes we get a little bit too attached to what everybody else is doing. right? And that includes spirituality. There are times where you may feel, oh, everybody's on this wagon, I better jump on. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't hop on the wagon. If it resonates with you and it's a delicious ride, enjoy it. Feel free to get off at the next stop. And that's kind of, the energy that's coming in, and it's going to be dancing around right through into spring this year with this exploring, getting on a new adventure, getting off when it's time to. And we do struggle with allowing that. And I've sat with that. I can't tell you how many times I've sat with that, to try and help people to be okay with the shift, with stepping back, with coming out of the darkness or going in a new direction. We struggle with that. And it's okay to say, I've got to try something new. Giving yourself permission to figure it out, to figure out this new version of you, to figure out what you like and what you don't like, to figure out what old cycles, and understanding that some of these cycles have completed. And that's the biggest thing is when things are completed and when there's something new coming our way, we kind of lean into resistance because we fear that change, don't we? We fear that change into what if and how, and kind of resist the allowing. Now, when we resist the allowing, the universe keeps saying, this doesn't serve you anymore. This doesn't serve you anymore. Doesn't serve you anymore. So, and things start to pop up like drama, or it's just not working out, or you feeling like I'm blocked. It's time to kind of take a peek and say, okay, what have I completed? What's not serving me? And let's go. Let's go. Let's go into something new. That is the energy that this full moon is bringing us. And, dance in it. You don't have to pick up every little thing. Dance in it. Dance in something new. Turn up the music. Smile and connect. We don't have to figure it out all the time. We can figure it out as we go. We can wing it, right? You can wing it. You don't have to always know exactly what you want. You can wing it. And there are times that I wing it. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna wing it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, great. And that's kind of the space that we're being asked to lean into more and more. And this full moon is giving us a huge push and a huge boost into that. Boost, and it's literally like boosting us up, right? Like rise up, boost up, take the boost, take the energy boost without the necessarily knowing all the answers. And I think that, for most of us, that's a big one. If we want to know the answers before we take that boost. Allow it. Allow yourself to dance, allow yourself to wander, allow yourself to try something new, allow completions of old cycles, allow yourself to move away from what's no longer serving you. And it's okay when things don't serve us. It's like a rediscovery is coming in. There's a rediscovery that's coming in. And quite often, rebirths or rediscovery, we tend to kind of think, well, it has to be on the new year, or it has to be at the start of a month, or it has to be on a full moon, or it has to be this. It doesn't have to be anything. It's when you decide I'm ready to take that boost. I hope that resonated with you. It resonated with me very deeply in my meditation. I love the energy of a wolf. Wolves are very protective, so we're protected, right? We're protected while we learn, while we grow, and we need to wander and explore. Wander and explore. Let us take a look at some of the comments. I try not to look at them while I'm talking because I find it quite distracting and then I lose my train of thought. So I will scroll back up. A lot of you is not sleeping well. Very interesting. I forgot to make moon water, says Aaron. Aaron, get it out tonight. The energy's still there. It's all intention, remember? So, the energy is still there. Now, there are times I just want to kind of answer this question, Aaron, because there are times where I forget or I run out. I've run out of moon water in between the full moon. And what I do is I just get another jar of water outside under the night sky. The stars will charge it. The sun will charge it. The energy of the universe will charge it. It's okay if you forgot, put it back out. Right. Sometimes we overthink a lot of these things, whether it be moon water or crystals, or, we think it has to be done a certain way. It doesn't have to be done a certain way. The sky is still there. So get it out there tonight, Aaron. I've been having a hard time sleeping. Quite a few of you. Kristen, my vet doesn't seem to know what's wrong with my cat. He hasn't been doing too well. Does spirit have any ideas? I'm really lower on this cat, Kristen. Has there been stomach stuff going on? I'm feeling a little bit nauseated. I'm feeling a little bit off. I also don't have a big panic feeling either with it. but I'm feeling a little bit nauseated. Has there been a food issue or a vomiting issue there? Because that's where I'm really feeling. Shy says I just had weirdly unproductive day today compared to all the productivity I've had the past time. Enjoy it. Hi there, Andrea. I woke up at 4 a.m. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a couple days of that. Some like yes, some alone time, says Aaron. Take it. Take it. We lean into, thoughts or feelings of either feeling bad or feeling guilty for taking that time. Just take it. You know what you need. We always know what we need. We may not like to acknowledge what we need or accept what we need, but we always know what we need, right? Um, should I sleep like a rock? Usually with the full moon, I either sleep terrible or sleep like a rock. Yeah, it can go either way for sure. It all depends on how you respond to energy. And it also um a little bit of that can also reflect on that new energy giving you that boost and feeling it, or feeling the desire to let something go and not really being quite sure what it is. That can be there that as well. PJ, I'm curious whether you and tell me whether I've had past lives with someone. Specifically, the person is James, and maybe the name will help you figure it out. PJ, so with past lives, it's really hard for me to narrow down if you had a past life with somebody without doing a regression, right? So, but one thing I will tell you about past lives is we can feel it. We can feel that connection. So when you connect to the name James, or that person's energy, when you lean in there, do you have an inner knowing that you've known this person for 1,000 years, or that there is a stronger connection that you just can't explain? Quite often with those feelings, that is like a feeling or a heads up that this isn't our first time. This isn't our first go around, our first experience. This isn't our first time. There it does have a very different feeling versus other people that you've met in your lifetime, because the soul knows. So do you have that deep inner knowing? And if the answer is yes, trust that. Just trust it, right? Um that soul to soul connection we feel very deeply and very differently. Now, with a soul that we've journeyed with before, doesn't necessarily always mean we're going to spend this lifetime with them the entire journey. With soul contracts, they do change. They do have, I'll help you with this part of your journey, and then I've got to go on my way. Or we're going to stay together again and learn these lessons again. And sometimes the roles are reversed. So I'll let you stew on that a little bit, PJ. Does it feel like that to you? And if it does, there's your answer. Um, I missed you Wednesday, said Kayla. I missed you guys on Wednesday too. Mila, I'm wondering if my cats are sending me signs in heaven. Do my four dogs see them? Do they feel like they will reincarnate? Um, all souls return to the spirit dimensions, and all souls that we connected to are with us, cheering us, leaving us signs. Do they know what's going on? Yes, they do, Mila. Do you feel like they will reincarnate? I'll never claim to hold all the answers, but when I ask that, I feel like a not yet. If they are going to, it's going to be in a significant timeline. I really feel that not yet. And the reason for that is reincarnation. Remember, when we cross over to the other side, our soul still continues on with a journey. There's a journey on the other side too, whether it be healing, growth, teaching, preparing. And depending on how fast or how that navigates, and there's no time over there, so it's really hard to kind of pin down time. It can take 500 human years before we come back. It can take a short time, human timelines before we come back. So it's really hard to know exactly when a soul is going to reincarnate, or if they're even going to reincarnate back into this physical world. There are many, many, many different dimensions that souls can reincarnate, and that's really hard to tap into and figure out, because they themselves may not know when they're reincarnating. I hope reincarnation is a fascinating topic, so I hope that answered you a little bit there, Mila. Wow, love your talk, hitting home, and I'm full of goosebumps. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad that it's resonating. A lot of validation here this morning. Cheyenne, love that you talk about this box, as I got a letter today for a possible next work spot, specifically for people with disabilities. I don't want to go there. Mm. So, Shy, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to ask yourself this. When you say you don't want to go there, and you don't have to share it here on the chat, but can you feel into why? Is it fear? Is it, do you not feel worthy? Is it, I don't feel ready? What is the reason that I don't want to go there? Where's that coming from? What, just kind of sit in that a little bit and figure it out. Because sometimes, we either have a fear of change or not wanting to do something, and we also have choice and free will, right? So with that choice and free will, if you don't feel that it's time, you've got to come up with a little bit of the feeling or the awareness as to why. Am I holding myself back? And Shy, I'm curious because I never remember the readings. I'm curious if work change came up during our discussion when we had our when you had your reading with me. Did that come up? Um, I also don't feel like that's going to be my spot. Okay, but my question to you is: do you feel it's a stepping stone? And I'm curious to know what your feeling is on that. Do you feel it's a stepping stone into where your spot is? Because sometimes situations, people, events, are stepping stones to get us where we need to be. I'm also very big that if you truly don't feel like it's time or this is your space, the opportunity does come back. Spirit will say to you, how about now? How about now? Are you ready now? How about now? Spirit has done that to me many, many times. It was a lot of it was with my mediumship, because I stayed in the sidelines with mediumship for a long time, and it was the fear. It was the fear, right? What are people going to think? And what if I'm crazy? And blah blah blah. The story that I was telling myself, and Spirit would represent it to me. How about now? How about now? And and that's okay. There was nothing necessarily wrong with that. I needed to be fully ready to embrace it. And my guides stood by me until I was. They continued relentlessly to present opportunities and situations, including two near-death experiences. But it was always, how about now? Right? There we go. Wolf energy meditation this morning. I love that. Wolf is my spirit animal. Love that. I've been into wolf energy a lot more lately. 100%. Look, this is delicious today. Wendy, does spirit have messages for me today? And do they see my health issues, love life, money issues getting better? If so, is time or will it be quickly? Thank you. Wendy, I'm going to pick this apart a little bit. I'll try to get to as much of it as I can. I do have to watch the timeline this morning. I do have in-person healing sessions today, which is very delicious. I love doing healing sessions. Um, do they see my health? So let's start with health. I feel momentum with health improving. With that, but I also feel my awareness and my focus. It will pretty much always have to be on our health, and I think that's true for most of us. I think we have to look after ourselves. I do feel that you'll have to continue to do work health wise. I know you know this, Wendy. I'm not a doctor, so always listen to your physicians. But I also feel with this health stuff, I'm starting to feel slowly less inflamed. So I don't, has inflammation been a thing? Like I feel like I'm getting less inflamed. I feel less inflamed is the best way to put it. Love life. Love life, I feel like I've got to do some letting go in that. I feel like I've got to do some healing in that space. I feel and I can hear you, Wendy. I've done a lot of that. I feel like there's still a little bit more. And I'm being pulled back into what I talked a little bit about earlier about, wandering and exploring exploring new people, new places, exploring new healing, exploring and allowing that authentic self and shining your light very brightly. I'm also seeing, I'm really curious here, Wendy, if this resonates with you. I'm suddenly seeing a chameleon, so that lizard that kind of morphs into the color of its surroundings. I feel like I've got to just and lovingly say to you, don't morph into what you think other people want you to be. So I don't know, as far as relationship wise or love life wise, do you tend to kind of like um hide your authentic self or blend into the surroundings or the energy of somebody else? I feel like I've got to say heck no. Shine bright with your authentic self and just allow yourself to be different, to be your color or to be your weirdness or to be who you are. I feel like I've got to say just stand in your truth. The next piece of that is money issues, or they get and money issues getting better. Um So I feel with, and this is kind of like a bit of a broad statement, but it also connects with you, Wendy, is I feel like money issues for most of us have been tight, or we have to be very aware of where our money's going. The economy is in this energetic shift. I feel we're going to level out of it. I don't feel we're going back down. So like I don't feel like we're going back down to the price of things or lower rent. I don't feel like we're going to go there at all. But I do feel some momentum coming. I need to kind of get you, and I get it. It's a big one, even sometimes for me. I need to kind of get you shifting the mindset with I'm working hard and it's going to work out. Abundance is always coming to me. I need to put that back into balance. I get that there's money, money concerns or financial concerns, but I also have to just turn up a little bit of the volume on the manifesting and the acknowledgement of gratitude. You are very grateful, but I got to turn up. I've got to turn up the manifesting. So I always carry a check of abundance. To land, I love the universe with no harm from no one, always money flowing in, always enough flowing in. I also do my part in my awareness on being very watchful with my money and sharing when I can. Goal bowls or manifesting bowls are very, very powerful. But when we sit, and here's the thing that I've learned, when we sit too deep in the lack of, that's a vibration that we put out as well. If you're here and you're open to energy, it goes both ways. So when we're always worried and constantly worried, and what if there's not enough? That's the energy that we're sitting in. Yes, there might not be enough, but there's also enough. You see how that kind of blends? Like it just kind of blends. I'm always open to receive more, right? And receiving more may not come from a huge lottery winning. Receiving more may be an extra $40 at the end of the week for groceries. Thank you. Right. Or finding a really good deal or 50% off of something. Thank you. That those little things, when we tap into them, that becomes very expensive. And I have played with manifestation for a long time. No, I have not won the lottery, and that's okay. But when I lean into more, there's always enough coming in. There's always, and I continue with the manifesting, and I continue with that. I kind of sit in this space of slow growth up with the money stuff, right? There's always enough clients. I'm grateful for the clients. I just kind of put that in the balance. Timelines, will it be quickly? Now, time, and I'm always very, very clear with this, time is very hard to navigate through. And there's also a lot with this that we have control over. If you ask me about your love life and you decide not to make any changes or do anything different, the timeline will be longer. If you say to me, I'm working really hard with navigating through that and standing in my own power and allowing things to come when they need to, I think that things gain momentum. We also have to be willing to do the work, and the work that we do kind of will kind of bring things in a little bit quicker, right? And a little bit quicker. I don't feel it touching my nose, so I always say to spirit, if it's really close, can you put it against my face? I don't feel it against my face, but I also don't feel it really far away. So putting down the timelines, working on the bettering, I'm going to better myself. I'm going to better, oh, I got to skip this thing, hold on, you guys. I'm going to better my relationship with money. I'm going to better my relationship with myself. I'm going to have an improved relationship with spirit. That kind of gains momentum, if that makes sense. Wendy, that was a great question, and thank you very much for posting that, because I think that question resonates to a lot of other people. Diane, soccer has been my life. I've decided to leave it behind and enjoy my summer. It no longer serves me. Riding my bike on the trail is calling me. Beautiful. You probably can sit here for hours with me, Diane, talking about how wonderful soccer was in your life. And now it's time to find joy in something else. Well done, you. And not holding on to, something that's time to move away from. Um, I growing my YouTube channel just would like some guidance from my guides about my career. Okay, so I'm going to tap into that a little bit. So I get it. So I'm going to share my perspective, and it's probably going to be very different from yours because I get it that you're doing it as a career. I understand that 100%. The one thing that I don't focus on is numbers as far as success. I couldn't tell you right now unless I looked on my phone into my YouTube studio how many people follow me. And it's the same thing on Facebook or Instagram. I really kind of allow the numbers to be what they need to be and allow my channel to go where it needs to go. And I used to record all the time and upload. I'm doing less of that because I'm feeling more pulled to come on here and using the YouTube channel for more of a discussion or like a mini TV show, if you will. And when it's time to record and upload again, I'll lean into that way. I allow what needs to be, and I don't focus on where I'm measuring the success from. So with your YouTube channel, and judging by your name, it's in the astrology aspect. I'm growing my YouTube channel, and I would just like some guidance from my guides about my career. Embrace all of it and allow it to flow. Just allow it to flow. Don't focus so much on what the numbers are. Don't focus so much about what the views are. If this is my space in my career, I'm allowing it to grow in any direction that it needs to. Because when we start to measure success, we become very limiting. It becomes very limiting. It also, and I'm going to say this lovingly, and it may not necessarily resonate directly for you, but it also affects where our ego sits. Uh, and I blink at that because I've had my own learning with that too, right? If we're measuring success on by followers and by views and by all of that, we get pulled too deeply in there. Take a break from looking at the followers, and you'll be surprised. You'll have a beautiful surprise when you look in and say, "Oh my gosh, 100 people watched my video. 100 people might have got something from that." And it just kind of shifts it a little bit. I feel like you're going to do very well. I feel like I've just got to shift the energy a little bit with the allowing. I feel like I've got to put the focus a little bit more on, again, with the manifesting, but not the focus on gauging the success by the numbers. I don't know why I need to say that, but I need to say that. Um, and that has helped me. And yes, um I haven't looked in a while, but I know I don't have a million people here, and I don't care. I truly, I know that sounds funny, but I truly don't. Whoever is going to find this channel and be part of the community, will be what it needs to be, and the abundance will follow me. No, spirit will always have my back. Right? So, and spirit will always have my back. Spirit will always have your back. If this is the path that you're going, lean into with your guides, lean into with your connections. They will have your back. Abundance is always coming to me. And it's that mindset that always keeps it going. I know that's probably a little bit of a broad answer for you there. I'm so grateful to have you here on my channel. And you're welcome to put your channel in the chat here for us to check out as well. I also believe that there is enough for everyone, right? There's enough for everyone. And that's a glorious way of looking at it too. There's enough for me. There's enough for me too, right? All right. A couple more and then I got to go, you guys. I'm pushing it right to the limit today. Darn, Lana, this applies to me too. It usually does, right? Questions and answers and messages are usually quite collective. Thank you so much, Lana, and you're very welcome for bring. Thank you so much, and you're so very welcome for bringing up those topics. Mandy at Peyton, thank you so much. I love doing it. So okay, I must have missed something there between Mandy and Peyton. I can't get back to all the comments, you guys. It is 9:03, and I'm probably about 4 minutes over. But let's get to a couple things. I want to do an angel number, and I want to do a spirit guide. All right, here we go. What's the message that we all need to hear to navigate us through our weekend? 481. Angel number 481. The angels are helping you stay optimistic and positive about money situations. Sorry. And as a result, abundance is coming to you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to read that again. Ha ha. All right, here we go. 481. The angels are helping you stay optimistic and positive about money situation. And as a result, abundance is coming to you. Thank you. We had a couple money questions. We talked about abundance. We talked. I love them so much. I love them so much. I'm telling you right now. All right. I'm just gonna wet my whistle here. Let us all set an intention. Moose. Moose. You can feel proud of your recent accomplishment and share it enthusiastically with others. not to be boastful or competitive, but for the simple joy of sharing. It's important to encourage others with their dreams and visions and by supporting their triumphs. You have the strength and ability to endure this emotionally turbulent period. Others will soon be looking to you for direction, inspiration, and guidance. This is a time to explore new depths of awareness and be prepared for increasing sensitivities. Trust in your own authority and inner promptings more than what you get from others. Your own power. So that's the end. I thought it was a two-pager, but it's not. Again, stand in your own power, right? Time to explore new depths of awareness. The wolf came. The wolf came today with exploring, right? I just got goosebumps. I just got goosebumps from like my toes to my head. Ah, I love it so much. Let's see what my Monday looks like. I think I'm here Monday. Let's hope I'm here Monday. Let us take a little peek. Sorry, I didn't look before I came on here. Monday the 29th. Yes, I will be here because I am working on Zoom next week. So it's very easy for me to go from a live and click over to the Zoom sessions. Have a wonderful weekend. And as always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and have a spirit guided day. I love you guys. Take care.